Hello, guys. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Shiny Muppet. Hello, Karen. Hi, everybody else who's here, who I can't see in the chat. But welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you. Let's get the stuff on. Can we bring that up there? Perfect. Okay. So really, Hamish, put it down. Stop. Okay, yeah, so a few announcements before we start tonight. I hope everybody's had a fantastic week and you're all staying safe. Apologies for not having a stream last week. I started a new job, I had to stay late. It was a whole thing. So I do apologise previously for that, but we're all excited and ready to get back into it. However, we are missing a Viral tonight due to illness. So we do wish a speedy recovery and hope to have you back in the ranks with us ASAP. But yeah, hope you have a speedy recovery, bud, and get well soon. On to other things, we have a Redbubble shop now. Yes, we are now selling stickers. There's a couple of things in there. So we've got, if you guys haven't seen my previous streams, that's not D&D, we have a thing called Squib, which is this beautiful guy by here. We have Happy Squib and Sad Squib. So they are so cute. We have a Goblin's Hollow D20, which is beautiful. And for all of you that are interested, we have the Ice Balls with a Hamish beard. Just chef's kiss. So we've got a couple of other things there, and we'll be adding more as the campaign goes on. So keep an eye on that, and you're welcome to go buy some if you fancy any of those, because they are delightful. We have also got, as you can see in the top, we have changed our layouts. You can see some of our other social media. So on YouTube, we are now putting the VODs and the Tavern Talks episodes up on YouTube for you guys. It will be probably a week after we air them due to Twitch affiliate contract stuff, but they will be going up. So if you do miss any, you can always go back and rewatch them at your leisure, because we love you all. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, because why wouldn't you want to? Yeah. So last but not least, if you have not yet and you want to know when we go live, when we're doing stuff like this, you can always follow us. And if you want to support that a little bit extra, you can always subscribe to us, either subscribing normal or using your Amazon Prime.
Magic.
As always, we are not sponsored tonight because we're still waiting on that email back from Withers.
I'm running low on stock.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
If there's any dice people out there that fancy it, I've
Yeah.
only got a D20 left, and it's making the game very difficult to play. So, yeah.
Other than that, I think that's all of the announcements for tonight. So we've had quite a butt full of announcements tonight, but
A butt full.
a butt full.
No, a boat full.
No, a butt. It is a butt full. A butt full of announcements. Have you not?
All right.
I might.
I thought you said boat full. Is it
No.
boat full or butt full?
Butt, like an ass. Like an ass full, a butt full.
Honestly, I always thought it was boat full, like a full boat.
I've always said butt
I
full.
always thought it was a boat full.
Oh.
Wait, have I been saying it wrong all these years? Is it actually butt full?
Yeah, butt full.
Right, I'm gonna need clarification of this.
Oh, we haven't even
Actually,
started gaming yet.
Chat's first. I've heard of buttload. I haven't heard of butt full.
Butt full.
So
Yeah. A
that's
buttload,
chat's
butt full.
First assignment is to clarify whether it's boat full or butt full.
I've never heard boat
There's
full.
a sticker coming soon.
A butt full of announcements. Right. With that, I say we go on and get into the game.
Yes. This D&D I've been hearing so much about.
D&D. We need to make an intro at some point. I have an advert, but I mean, you guys already are here, so you don't need an advert. We need to make an intro. That's my next assignment. We're gonna make an intro. For now, we're gonna go with do Tiburion.
Perfect.
Yeah.
things on Twitch, right? We can just do that.
Oh no. I forgot you could clip stuff on Twitch. Anyway, yeah, let's get into the game. So last time we played, you guys had just arrived in Port Lianson. Looking around, you signed up to the Adventurers Guild and decided that you were going to go in search of information about Doxidor Aspenseeker. You decided to go to a bar, which was surprisingly a really nice bar. And when you asked for ale, they laughed you out of the bar. And instead you got whiskey on the rocks. And unfortunately Hamish did not understand the term and was disappointed when he realised they were just balls of ice and not actual sea rocks. After that you went out and searched and you heard some strange crying coming from the sewers. You went to investigate and found Gliniskas, these deranged, creepy rats that had been mimicking the cries of children. And as you went down, you found many rooms full of bones and the same 3-spiraled symbol that you saw back in the Goblin's Cove. Someone called Tess, T-E-S. After clearing out these Gliniskas, you headed back to the surface. And I think, yeah, so you headed back to the surface after Hamish was knocked out. You went back to the Adventurers Guild, put Hamish to bed, and all settled down for the evening. In the middle of the night, Willow, you woke up and handed Oberon the dagger. And that's where we begin.
So I'm still unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to start.
Or with the rest of
well, yeah, with the rest, at the end of your rest, you will have, you would have taken back everything, and you basically would have been fine again. But yeah, we will start there. As you all wake up at 8 a.m, fresh, alert, and awake. Oberon, Willow, and Hamish, you're all starting to stand up and wake up. And unfortunately, Viral, feeling ill, has decided that today he is going to stay in bed. So as you open your eyes, the light of the sun that comes blaring through the dirty windows of the tavern flashed to the back of your eyes, waking you and jolting you up, almost stunning you for a second as it just sheds in to your room. As you look around and you hear sort of the soft wind blowing outside, you can smell the salt air on the air, and the birds, mainly the seagulls, almost screeching above you, nesting on the roof. And as you wake up to this sea environment, what would you guys like to do today?
Still a few
Take it
working
away,
days
guys.
until we get our
About
membership, isn't it?
yeah, about one more day until you're. So basically, it's when you're recognised basically across Tiburion as Adventure Guild members, and you'll be able to pick up official contracts. So you have one more day until that happens.
But Hamish wakes up, he springs out of bed, and he goes, "Right, it's breakfast time. Vorl, if you're staying in bed, then that means I get yours." And Hamish sprints down the stairs, right up to the bar, and says, "I'll have 2 full breakfasts, please."
Oh. So you see sort of behind a very sleepy, almost dazed looking slog, the half orc that was behind there before. He sort of looks over to you as he's scrubbing cups as he usually does. We have the basics if you want if you want one of those.
What do you mean basics? You mean eggs, bacon, sausage, all of that, right?
Well, it's
Those are all
whatever.
basics.
Well, it's whatever we have in today.
Well, what have you got in?
Toast, mushrooms, sausage, egg.
You're kidding me. I signed up to this place that they said that I would get a free breakfast, and you offer me burnt bread. Is that it?
With mushrooms, an egg, and sausage.
Right, now you're talking.
But
Alright, that's fine then. That's not bad.
I
Has
did.
it got bacon?
No, we haven't any bacon today, I'm afraid.
Right, then does that mean I can get more sausage?
We have potatoes.
No.
No.
Unless it's a hash brown. Unless it's a hash brown, then
I
that's
mean, it's fried. The little fried slices of. I'll give you an extra sausage.
Right.
I need
thank
to.
you. That's 2 breakfasts with extra sausage on both, please, and I'll be waiting over there by the window, and my 2 companions will be down shortly, and don't be too loud either, because my friend's not very well upstairs, and he needs to rest up a bit. Is that okay?
So I'm making 2 breakfasts for you. I'm sorry, you're
Correct.
gonna have to pay for one of them. We only give
I
out
don't think
one
so.
free breakfast.
No, I'm not having that at all. This is the final battle for Hamish. This is what it's all been leading up to. No, right. My friend is upstairs ill. He would have come down and had this breakfast anyway. So you would just be doing what you normally would have done. You see. So 2 breakfasts, please, for good old Gruff here.
And what about your companions, you said?
I think they'll be down now.
Okay. And he sort of turns on his heels very, very slowly, and sort of very sluggishly heads to the back where the door is, and he sort of opens it up, and he goes, 2 breakfasts, add an extra sausage on both.
My God, that is some you slow service in here. God, right? Am I gonna get this breakfast before midday?
If you stop nagging me.
I'm not nagging. I'm just commenting on the service. This is your doing, not mine. And Hamish goes off and sits by the window table.
Okay. Willow, Oberon, what are you guys doing?
First thing I want to do when I wake up is insight check overall.
Okay. To see what?
To see if he seems any different after getting the dagger last night.
Okay, so as if like he's under a curse or something like that, is it?
Yeah, sort of.
Sure.
He
Go
sort of-
Okay, go ahead and make an insight check for me then, please.
Okay. 7 plus 5, 12.
12? Doesn't seem any different. Seems the same usual Oberon.
Ron, did you check out what the dagger was? Is it evil?
Oh, my god says it is, and I'll be getting a location from them to then hand over and get it destroyed.
Oh. Insight check. Is he lying?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check. Okay, Oberon, can you go ahead and roll me secretly either a persuasion or a deception, depending on whether you're lying or not. You don't have to tell them, but just secretly roll one of the two, depending on whether you're truthful or not.
Well, whatever it is, I only rolled an 8, so.
If you want to roll secretly on Roll20, it's just /GM roll. And then
Been a lot of secrecy going on between you
Okay,
two.
okay.
A lot of secrecy.
a DM has to have secrets.
Yeah, even in the week it was, did you get my message?
I was just
Help me
asking.
see this message.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take this out actually quickly. So we will be having Oberon on for Tavern Talks on Thursday. So, yeah, tune in to Tavern Talks on Thursday to learn more about Oberon and the campaign.
Well, I will be watching it intently with a pen and paper, trying to figure out what the hell Oberon's deal is with the gods and daggers and all this crazy shit.
So, Willow, seems to be telling the truth. You have no reason to believe
Okay.
that he's lying.
Well, as long as Hamish doesn't get it again, I think we're alright. Do you want to go get some breakfast?
Yeah, I think that would be best.
So Willow's got the
Okay.
dagger. Look at that.
Yes.
No, bro. Do I?
Oberon.
Did I give it that?
Hamish believes that Willow has the dagger.
Oh, right, yeah, of course. Downstairs I go with my dagger.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, Oberon.
The dagger swagger down the stairs. Yes, yes.
So, as Willow, Oberon, you head back downstairs. You see that Hamish is sat over in the corner, waiting for some breakfast.
Oh, he hasn't even got it yet. That's shocking. Shocking. It's-
Morning, Hamish.
Good morning there, Willow. It's nice to see you. I just need to say, I don't know what came over me yesterday in the sewers there. I mean, who knows? Where's Oberon? Maybe we could have a little chat and see what the plan is, and maybe we could figure out what the hell's going on there.
Oh, yeah, he's just coming
Right.
back to the stairs.
Well,
Overall,
I'd suggest if you want a breakfast, you order it now, because it will take 4 hours to get here. And Hamish just shouts that last bit towards the bartender.
He just gives you sort of a grunt, as he doesn't even look up from what he's doing.
Right, yeah, you keep rubbing that glass with that rag, you carry on. That's surely getting loads done. That ain't cooking my sausages. Bloody bartender. Shocking.
Willow shamefully goes up to the bar.
Okay.
Asks for some breakfast. Money. I'd like a one breakfast, please.
Do you require extra sausage as well?
Yes,
No. I'll just have some
yes.
toast, please.
Just
Do you have
toast?
toast?
Yes, we have toast and mushrooms, eggs and
Ooh.
sausage and
Some toast, mushrooms, and eggs, please.
okay. And he very selectively goes back to the door. Toast, egg and mushroom. Okay.
Perfect, thanks.
Pick up the pace, my
Everyone,
God.
you better get in your order quickly.
Overall, we'll make his way up to the bar then.
No! We should have ordered at the same time. This is going to take forever. Oh no. So, I'm just going to say it. If it gets here before, I'm not waiting for you. I'm just going to start eating it.
And what can I get you?
Just one breakfast.
Do you want extra sausage as well?
No. I'm good with that.
Okay.
What's wrong with you two? It's just, someone's offering you extra sausage and you're turning it down. I don't understand this at all.
I think a good adventurer needs to not have indigestion. You know?
A good adventurer takes on all the meat for strength they can get. All of the strength. Sausage equals strength. That is what I was always taught back in Yaluka. That's what they always said to me. Sausage equals strength.
Well,
Well, oh yeah. Do you have anything like tea or coffee to go with that breakfast?
I can get you some tea.
Everyone looks actually quite haggard and tired.
I'll get you some tea.
oh, me too, please.
Tea.
Please, can I have one too? Someone woke me up in the night.
Sure. So yeah, it takes about 10 minutes. After about 10 minutes, he comes over with holding 3 breakfasts. Well, 3 breakfasts, and then one of them with just toast and mushrooms. Places 2 of the breakfasts down in front of Hamish with extra sausage. One of them in front of Oberon, and then the toast and mushroom and egg down in front of Willow. And he quickly heads back and brings back out 2 cups of just normal tea and a little pot of milk for you two. Puts them down. Enjoy.
Right, thank you. And I must say, you're quite charismatic there. Right. So, let's get down to business here. Oberon, can you tell me what the hell happened yesterday in those sewers? Can you give us any sort of information as to what's going on? Because I don't know, I can't understand it, but you seem to be a bit different down there. When that dagger, I dropped it on the floor, and then the first thing you did was run for it, and you're trying to get the dagger all the time. What happened down there?
My god ended up contacting me and actually screaming that it was evil, that I needed to get it destroyed.
Right. So, did you know about this, Willow? Did Oberon tell you this?
No, I didn't ask.
Aye. I suppose maybe would you give it to old Gruff to look after, and then we can find this. We could find a way to destroy it. I mean, we are told by your god that there's a special way to get rid of this. Can't we just sell it to somebody? Get some gold.
The problem with this dagger is that it possesses. Well,
What do you mean?
you know how you were acting oddly yesterday?
Well, people always say I act odd. I don't think I do, but you know, that's fine.
Hello, wouldn't you say that Hamish was acting?
Yeah, a little
Lovely.
more weird than usual, I guess.
Right. Well, I can only apologise. I'm not
You
sure
were more
why.
aggressive, and
What? And you think that was the dagger's fault, and not because we were stuck in a stinky sewer with a load of rats?
you were aggressive as well as overly like attached to the dagger.
Well,
That
that's
was
a-
concerning, and then the fact that my god was kind of semi yelling at me, about how evil it was.
well,
I don't get why
I'll give
your
you
god
that.
shouts at you, man. Never shouts at me. I don't think I ever even get to talk to him. He's just like, I'm a god.
You're both very lucky because I don't get any god talking to me. Well, not yet anyway. I haven't found a place since I left Yaluka. I cannot remember what god we had, and since then I've not heard a thing. I don't know. So you two are very lucky indeed.
I wouldn't consider it luck. And he's kind of like just tearing his toast. He's not eating.
You're not feeling hungry there, overall.
Not particularly.
I'll have your toast. Just take
To
it.
be honest, I probably should have had a shower or a bath after going in that sewer, but I'll do it later, you know, it's fine. So ignore the smell just for now. I needed my breakfast before anything.
I wouldn't
So-
leave a bath because then you're just stewing in your stinkiness, and then it's like a stinky soup, and then you're just
That's-
sitting in it.
Aye, that's true. Aye. They are not a good idea. So we'll sort that out. I don't think there's. I mean, ideally, I'd like to look after it, or we could just sell it, get some gold, and move on with our lives. But if your god's telling you to do something with that dagger, I suppose for now it should probably stay with you, and together we can find a way to do what's right for it. But let me tell you, if there's gold in it somewhere, I strongly recommend that we take that option.
I wouldn't
Speaking
want
of
to
which,
sell it to someone if they're going to use it for bad things.
well, I suppose. Look, Oberon, I think you can do the right thing with it, so I trust you to do what's right. But speaking of gold, as I said, we need to find this Doxidor person and deal with that situation. Remember, there's gold in that for us. Remember those travelling clown people that were over on the way here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the dead
Well,
water.
Should we try and find out what's going on there and see if we can get that situation sorted? Information, I believe they were after. The rest is up to you.
Okay, well, as long as they're going to sue again, because I think
No, I totally
Yes.
agree with that. If I come
that's
across
why
another
Voral's
rat,
sick. I think he probably got it in his mouth, and then the poopy got it in his mouth, and now he's ill.
yeah.
Yes,
Do you know what? He was
that
doing.
was my fault.
he-
I thought I had heard children in distress. And thought
No,
that
it wasn't your. I'll tell you what wasn't your fault when he started picking it up and drinking it. That was. I'm surely that's what did it. I don't think that's your fault, Oberon. That was all Voral. Oh, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Started drinking it. Oh God! I didn't say anything at the time, but that was really bizarre.
Well, you know, don't yuck someone else's yum, I guess, even if it does make him bedridden.
Well, yeah. Well, we could certainly use him today to deal with this Doxidor situation, but you know, if he wants to drink sewage, that's his bother, right?
Well, we didn't get very far where we were before, so should we try somewhere else?
I would think the lower ward would have more rumours that would be less favourable about Doxidor.
Right. I say we head off there. Let me just nip upstairs very quickly, and I'll just scrub my pets down a little bit, just so I'm a little bit more presentable. I'll do my
Hamish,
beard, and then.
Do you
then we'll
like
go.
my sausages? He kind of like pushes his plate towards you.
Well, I'll certainly partake in that before I do anything else, for sure. Thank you, Oberon. You know, you've gone up in my estimations. You know, the way to a man's heart is putting sausages in his mouth.
And guys, we have another sticker.
Oh gosh. And on the internet, that's days.
Guys, if you're watching this in chat, you should definitely click that. Definitely click that. Okay, so
It's a famous Yalukin saying.
yeah.
Was the lower ward where we were before, or were we in the upper ward? Where were we scouting?
So you guys are in the upper ward right now because that's where the Adventurers Guild was. You guys were right here in this this building on the end, that was the bar that you guys went to where you had the ice balls. And that's all you've been able to get out at the moment. So I'm just going to quickly go through what some of this stuff means for you so you're a bit more aware. So you have the North and the South docks. That's basically where a lot of the trade and stuff comes in. That's where it's all collected, and that usually goes towards the stuff in the upper and the trading ward. Trading ward obviously is basically the shopping district. The upper ward is kind of like the middle upper class area. The lower ward, kind of think like council housing. It's sort of working class. Then you got the hovels, which is basically a huge shanty town.
Right.
Where they've made shacks out of scrap metal and stuff to live in, whereas the lower ward have small wooden houses, and then the upper ward have got more sort of bricks and other stuff like that. So there's definitely a cascade class system in Port Lianzon. So then you've also got Saltwater Market right at the top up here. So this is where a lot of the fresh seafood products, anything basically that can be found at the sea, so anything that's edible, stuff that's not edible, treasure that's been found anywhere, shipwreck, anything like that is all sold in the saltwater market, and that usually comes in from the North Docks. So that's basically the layout of the city.
Is there a hammock district?
The what?
A hammock district.
Hammock?
You don't know that reference. Please tell me you know the reference.
No.
I feel so old.
What was it
It's a
from?
Simpsons reference. If anyone knows what I'm talking about from The Simpsons, please put it. If this episode is Scorpio, come on, you haven't lived. Right.
Sorry.
Okay. So we're off to the... Didn't you say there was a pub in the ward? Or...
Yeah, there's a couple of taverns in the lower ward. There's not really anything...
Make it slightly into the lower ward where all the lost posters were, or was that still in the south ward?
So the lost posters were kind of in the gate entrance by here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you didn't actually get into the lower ward. But yeah, you were there, and then sort of down this back street, and then down one of the side streets is where you ended up going to, and then going into the sewers that way. So you were under the upper ward, not actually the lower ward.
Okay. Would she have seen people who lived in the lower ward area, sort of like moving around? Would she have been able to?
I mean, you guys
identify.
would have seen that when you were coming into the port. Yeah.
Okay. Before I leave today, then Willa's gonna try and look a bit more like them, kind of arrange her outfit to look a bit more lower class, I guess. And
Okay, yeah.
maybe change into whatever race we saw most commonly, a human or...
Okay, so yeah, either more human, elven, half-elf, sort of, maybe some halflings scattered in there as well. That tends to be the main races over in this area.
Okay, she will turn into a human woman then, and kind of wiggle her clothes around to kind of look a bit more like a dress.
Okay, so as you all stand there, out comes from the bedroom a small human female with long scraggy hair, a button nose and a really sweet smile, looking very, very similar to Willow. However, unlike Willow, she does not possess the horns or the large ears that is associated with satyrs.
Right.
It's me.
It's Willow. That's you. Where's your horns?
I put them away. Da,
Look.
da, da.
Wait, you're able to
It
put
looks
away your horns?
That's so... Is that
Yeah.
magic of some kind?
I mean, check this out. It's just gonna go like whoosh, and then grow the horns back behind her head. Whoa!
Okay.
And then put her hands in
Whoa.
front again, and then make them disappear.
Yep. So
That's
when she does
amazing,
that,
though.
the horns sort of sink into the flesh of her head, and then she sort of brings her
Oh.
head back up, and the horns sort of pierce through and come through and turn back the way they usually are.
That's amazing, Willow.
Yeah,
That's,
I'm pretty cool.
that's very useful there. Wow. Alright, well,
It's just
I must
what
say,
we can do,
you,
you know.
you can do well. That is impressive. Do you reckon you could use that to our advantage in getting information about this Doxidor or these missing kids anywhere?
Yeah, I have to concentrate really hard, but it usually has to be something that's suitable. Like, I couldn't turn into a dog or something, because, you know, it has to be kind of like me.
So you're restricted to humanoid shapes.
Yeah, kind of. I'm not a wizard or anything. It's just
You
a
could
skill I have, you know, because I'm cool.
That is very cool. I'll give you that.
Hey.
Could you change into a Hamish?
Oh yeah, and she's gonna concentrate really hard on me.
Okay.
And then try and mimic him as perfectly.
Is there size limitations on this?
I think I can only stay within my build, so medium.
Okay, so you go down to about 4.5 foot, Hamish. So yeah, Hamish, you're sort of looking up at almost a perfect replica of yourself. The only difference and the only way to tell that it's not you is the slight height variation. Because I think Hamish is about 3.5. Did you say?
Something like that. He's
Yeah.
fucking short.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. But yeah, so this Hamish is about a foot and a bit taller than the real Hamish. But other than
Willow,
that,
I must say, right now you look absolutely beautiful. That beard, wow, that is. You know what?
I can't
You know
get
what?
as small as you, but I do my best.
Well, I could, yeah, that's it. I tell you what, I think I might be in love. That was a bit northern then. You're right there.
It's just gonna be like
Come
turn
on, dear
over
love.
and be like, Oberon, give me a dagger. Do 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 do.
Right, I think they need to change back because I think I'm getting emotions here, and it's very confusing to me.
She's still in the like weird, like kind of gruffly put together kind of dress garb she was in. So it's Hamish in a dress. Her clothes don't change, just the skin.
it's a female
kind of
version.
A floppy. You've probably got like one tit out because the clothes are a bit too loose when she shrunk down. This is a scandalous Hamish.
That sounds like my perfect woman there. Wow. Basically me with one tit out and a scrappy dress with nothing on it. It's perfect. Big orange beard.
Yeah, beards will be a put off, wouldn't it? 'Cause ladies have beards too. She's gonna turn back before things go too weird.
Okay.
I suggest you do there, Willow. Oh god. Right, yeah.
So while all of that's happening, Oberon, what are you doing?
Oh, bro, see if it's a spell or not.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oberon doesn't know.
You have no idea. It's so strange. You've never seen any sort of magic or anything like this before. You have no idea.
I can't wait to see some artwork for that. It's got some amazing artwork's gotta happen for that.
Yeah. If any of you are if any of you are artists in the
Looking at-
chat and you have like some spare time, we've got to see the female version of Hamish because
Just a slightly bigger female Hamish with a big orange beard and apparently one breast poking out as well.
You know,
Wow.
tame, but a little scandalous, you know.
My God! Right, I need to recompose myself here. my accent even changed to a northerner, so I need to recompose myself. I'm getting emotions here. Very, very confusing indeed. Right, what were we doing? We were off to the lower ward, you said, or something. Someone just let's lead the way. I'm a mess right now.
Oh, Ron, I'm not gonna turn into you because I don't want you to fall in love with me also.
I don't think that would happen.
Okay, so
I think backtrack for one second. I think while she was still a Hamish, she would have like gone over to Varl and been like, "Ooh," and then he probably would have just thought some fever dream, and then she'd run back out.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys just hear a hey Hamish, hi.
Would it be Varl's dream woman as well? Do you think?
You've grown like a foot and a bit.
Why don't you spoon me and we could go skipping through the sewers together?
Oh, okay, good night. It just rolls over and goes back to sleep.
This is terrifying. Right, we need to move on before this gets even weirder.
Yes,
To
let's.
the lower ward.
Woo.
To the lower wards bar.
Okay, so you guys heading out to the lower ward. So are you guys looking for a tavern? Is it?
I believe so. Information comes from taverns.
Okay, so it is 8 a.m. Or well, about 8:30, 9 a.m. at this point.
Get the drunkards from last night.
You what?
You get the drunk people from the night before.
What drunk people?
People that are probably scattered outside lying on the
Just
floor.
like in
Oh, okay.
you
I
know?
mean,
Classic British experience.
Yeah.
we are in Isaac. What's this Britain you talk of?
Isaac. Summer spoon. I think the lower ward.
Summer spoons.
Summer spoon.
It took me a second to realise what that was. That's gorgeous. Weatherspoons, summer spoons, Hamish.
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying not to encourage such abhorrent behaviour.
Make
Okay.
it into a sticker.
Sticker it. So,
And we're back. Emerging. Right.
so yeah, you guys head into the lower ward. It takes a little bit of time since everything is very crammed together down here. There's not as much space or as good signage or anything as the upper ward. Not as much care obviously has been taken into creating the lower ward. But as you travel around it and you get a feel of sort of where everything is, you do end up finding the Exploding Barrel Tavern. You can see there's this sign. Oh. I've lost everyone. There we go, we're back. Okay. Oh, we've lost Willow.
Oh no.
It's fine. We will continue. It's okay. There is a
Summer Spoons nearby?
no.
Asking the nearest passerby.
Unfortunately, there's no that Summer Spoons has not made its way down to Izeth just yet. It is a Zocralian Empire exclusive. So you will.
Spoons. I've had many an ale in there. Aye, you need to get that here in Isaac. I tell you what, we had a Yalukan Summer Spoons. That was great.
So, outside there's the sign that's got a painted picture of a barrel on it that just seems to have fire, like an explosion coming out of the top, as it is the Exploding Barrel Tavern. It's not as well looked after as the Turtles Cove Tavern that you visited up in the upper ward, which was a very, very nice one. It's very small, squished together in between a couple of buildings, and there's no sort of side street or anything by the side. It is completely packed in. The door seems to be sort of almost rotting away and weathered. You can see that moss has almost infected the wood at the bottom of the skirting boards on the outside. And as you open the door to have a look inside, there is a hearth and a fireplace at the back. There's no fire in there at the moment. And ooh, Hamish, we've got some background noise coming from you. Oh no, is it just my end?
No, I can hear some.
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
let me reconnect this one.
Okay. So yeah, there's the hearth where there's no fire in the fireplace. Some of the white stone bricks that have been used to create the fireplace are missing or are damaged and chipped. The bar and the floor is all made out of the same dark oak as a lot of things in this place are, but it seems uncared for. The floor is slightly sticky, and there are candles up on the wall that have been melted down, and there's not much left. So as you go in, there's no patrons there at the moment, but there does seem to be one barman, a human, about 27, male, who's got short black hair, the sort of slicked back. He's wearing just black trousers and a black top. He's trying to look professional, but obviously not too dressed up. So what would you guys like to do?
Right, Hamish will go to the bar.
Okay.
He will say, "Excuse me there, sir. I'm looking for some information. If you mind divulging." And Hamish is trying to be as polite as he can, using words he wouldn't normally.
Okay.
Would you mind divulging some valuable information regarding a certain Doxidor Aspenseeker? Is that name ring a bell to you there, sir?
Of course it does. Dickhead.
What do you mean? What do you say? Well, that's rude. I'm trying to be polite here. And
Not
call me a
you,
dickhead.
not you. Doxidor, dickhead.
Ah,
What
right, you don't
what information do you want from Doxidor?
Well, I need to find out where he is, because apparently he has done something pretty bad. Is he known for doing bad things regularly?
Pretty bad. Yes, he's done pretty bad things. He raised the taxes, so people at our statue can barely fucking pay for them, and the people in the hovels, well, they can barely pay for them anyway. And he raises the taxes about 3 years ago for no reason. Yes, he's a dickhead. He does bad things.
My God, he does sound like a right dickhead.
He is a monster.
Well, so
Has
where
he
is he?
done
Where can I
anything
find him?
worse than that?
Worse? Worse than raising the taxes for the poor people who cannot pay them? What is worse than
Sounds
that?
pretty bad.
Well, I mean,
Pretty
yes,
bad.
that's pretty bad, but does he just raise taxes, or does he do more stuff like that? Is he more of a nuisance?
He sort of leans in and puts his two arms on the counter. Well, if you ask me, it would not surprise me if he does something even worse than that. He is sticky, man. Scary.
Dicky.
Yes, sticky fingers. I don't trust him.
So is he in charge of of the pot? Is he in charge?
Well, he's an advisor to his office keeper.
Is
So
that-
he has
is that-
he
is
has
that
power.
Raisel.
Yes. The office holder is
Orentag.
Rizal Orentag. Yes. And then
Orentag, sorry.
two advisors. Harold Quantenrotter and Doxidor Aspenseeker. Aspenseeker.
There's two. Harold, you say?
Yes.
So, have you seen these around here recently? Do you know where we can find Doxidor and
Around
Harold?
here. Advisors to the office holder. Around here. Are you mad, boy? Nah,
Not necessarily around. No, I really appreciate all this information, but it sounds like you would rather these people gone. So,
Well, of course, but especially that Doxidor. Especially Doxidor.
has he done something to you personally? Taxes aside.
Well, taxis are enough. I nearly lost my business due to these taxis. These aren't small taxes he puts up. These are huge. Hundreds and hundreds of gold pieces altogether of taxis. We are poor. I don't make hundreds of gold pieces in a month. And yet he put taxis up to earning hundreds of gold pieces for the towns. What's the use them on? Have you seen the lower wards and the hovels? What could he possibly have used his taxis on? Nothing happens. And the upper ward, as nice as it is, that's not had a remake in a very long time. He takes...
You've got mould and moss all over your door, so yes, I see.
He takes the taxis and nothing gets done. Nothing. It's the same old shit for 3 years.
Does
And the
Matt
other
Hancock work there
advisors,
as well?
and the other advisors, are they kind of decides by Doxidor? They're not,
Well,
or
Harold
they just
doesn't...
want him?
Well, Quanta Rota doesn't do shit. I don't know what he does. He just exists. But Rizel Orentag, he runs the port. He supposedly looks after the port. Looks after us. Well, if you see the conditions we fucking live in, is not really looking after it, but he looks after the port. And Doxidor, he's known for taking and raising the taxes. That is what he's known for. He makes the poor poorer and the rich richer. Even more so than they were before. To the point where we can barely survive.
Where would we find him?
Does he
Doxidor.
take any liberties with his position? Does he harass people? Besides the taxes.
Well, luckily, I say luckily, as lucky as we can get down in the lower wards. It is too poor for a man of his stature to come down here. You will find him in his house up in the upper ward, or the office, the main office in the trading ward. One of the two. He will never be caught dead down in the lower wards or the hovels. Wouldn't be caught dead.
Right. You've been very, very helpful. I'll chuck him a gold piece just to say thank you for his information, which is quite a big thing for Hamish.
He sort of takes the gold and hands it up. Thank you.
Has there been any rumours about? Has there been any rumours about him abusing power besides the taxes, either like harassing people, even if it's just trickled rumours from the upper ward?
Not much. There are many rumours. There are many bad things that happen down here, but nothing that I have heard concerning Doxidor. Although, as I said, it would not surprise me if he was involved in stuff. Would not surprise me in the slightest.
Just out of character, this is really hitting close to home right now with the state of Britain. So
yes. It was not built like this, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to look out for the evil Matt Hancock. Yeah.
The evil Boris.
You have to find
Jean-Jean.
you have
Body.
you have to bring justice to Michael Gove.
But yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for the gold,
but-
little man. This will
And we're
help.
back.
This will help a lot.
That's
This-
quite alright.
Help a lot.
Look, I don't normally give gold away, but that was fantastic. Do you know exactly where his house is in the upper ward or the trading ward office?
Look, not to be rude, you're clearly new around here. I do not
Yes.
belong in the upper ward. I will not be let in the upper ward. Is that how it is?
Well,
There is a gate for the reason. They keep people like me out. So
Right.
I'm sorry, I cannot help. I do
Don't
know
apologise.
that his
apologise.
house is in the upper ward, and the office that he works in, and Rizel Orintag he works in there too. That is the big building in the trading ward. Um,
Right.
yeah.
No,
Is
you've been really helpful. You don't need to apologise for anything. Oberon, sorry, you were going to ask something.
So you actively separate the lower and upper ward.
yeah, of course.
With
They do know what's
Is
as poor scum trading around the upper ward. No, it will.
That's what that big wall is for. There's a big wall around the upper and lower wall. Walls don't normally say come on in, do they?
yes, but I would have thought that they would be allowed to either trade goods or something.
We
To go through, or
we have basic trading down in the south docks and the north docks. We can sometimes get passes to the trading ward, but the trading ward is how to say pricey. So even if we could go into the trading ward, it would be a miracle if we could afford anything in there. So there is nothing
I know.
in the walls for us. We have everything out here.
Went to that turtle bar, and my God, that was so expensive for some.
Oh, tell me about it. I went there for to try and see what they're doing. Competition and all. I don't know what's going on, but does they not sell ale? Like, what tavern does not sell ale? It's
I couldn't
stupid.
agree more. I know. I tell you what, you are a fine man, and your hair slicked back like that. You look very stylish.
Sort
must
of
say.
runs his
Yeah.
hand back and, well, thank you. It takes a lot of time to look this good.
I know. I'm not flirting with you or anything. I'm just saying that you're a man as clearly as hard working and as driven as you would deserve to run a bar in the upper ward rather than down here.
Tell you what, give me 1 second. And he sort of shuffles off and sort of ducks down under the counter. You can hear sort of clanging and stuff. And he comes back up with a small tankard and he hands it over. Here, you're from, I assume with that accent, Yaluka?
Aye.
Well, we got this just in. A taste of home for you. And he hands you over a small tankard and it's about half a pint. I can't give too much away for free, but it's Stone Cunning ale.
Right. I've heard of it. It's been a long time since I was in Yaluka, but
Yes.
let me give it a go. Maybe it might bring something back. Who knows? Hamish will take a drink.
It's very, very nice ale. This is definitely ale that has been made in Yaluka. Definitely, well, most likely been made by dwarves. After a few, about 10, 15 seconds of thinking back, that about 20 years ago, this new factory in Crowleon, which is the capital of Yaluka, that this new sort of brewery was formed called Stonefist Brewery, and they created what was called a Stone Cunning Ale, and nobody really knew what was in there, but there was just something about it that just made it different from any other ale, and this brings back all of the memories and all of the happy times you had back in Yaluka trying this new ale with other people and other dwarfs. And it gives you a sense of nostalgia almost, drinking this small bit of ale.
Aye, I do. I remember that, and thank you there. I'm sorry, barkeep. What was your name again?
Jore.
Jore. Thank you.
Jore, yes.
That Jore. Thank you. That's certainly brought back some stuff. It brings a smile to my face, but also a tear, if you wouldn't mind me saying. didn't exactly leave that place on the best of terms, let's just say. It's been a long time. This has certainly brought back some memories, let me tell you. Hamish walks out then.
Well, I hope you enjoy and come back anytime for the drink.
As he's walking out, he'll just wave and thumbs up out the door.
Okay. Yeah. Jarell also waves as you walk out as well. Okay. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Um, well, do we keep looking around the lower world, or shall we just take
I
this
think we
info
got our
and go
I
back?
think we got our info. We know where he is, and well, we know where they might be. We know that he's got a big house. I'll do it as Hamish actually. Sorry. So yeah, do you want to head to this house, or do you want to head over to the trading ward? I think the upper ward's on. As I recall, it was on the way to the trading ward, so we could try and see if anyone's in this big house. See if anyone knows about that. How does that sound to you, Oberon, Willow?
That sounds good. All that we know is that he's raised taxes, though that is quite yes.
That's
It
no. Well,
doesn't relate with the accusations of.
you mean from the clown people?
Yeah.
Well, this is what we need to find out. So, are you suggesting that we try and find some other form of evidence? I think either way, though. I mean, I know this might sound a bit callous, but at the end of the day, there's gold on offer here for information. Now, whether he actually did it or not, I don't know. I think we were just meant to get information from Doxidor and bring it back to the travelling clown people. So, I mean, I'm happy to have a look around to see if what they have said about Doxidor is true, but at the same time, the gold is just a stone's throw away. We think we know that where this person is. I mean, how deep down this rabbit hole do you want to go, Boran?
I just want to know if he's known for harassing or throwing his weight around other people. Yes, he already sounds like a dick, but all that we've heard so far is that he's a dick who raises taxes. I want to know if he's a dick who raises taxes and also harasses people below him.
And also
abuses his power in that way.
And potentially murders someone's daughter, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's more than harassment. That's fucking murder.
Yes, but
right.
I want to know if he's more of like, if he would.
Willow, do you want to find out the truth, or do you want to go and shake him down?
Yeah, we have to shake him down.
You want to shake him down? Well, that's one way to do it. That is one way to do it.
It would be more frightening for him if we had already had evidence and was still shaking him down and going, oh, we know the truth kind of thing, and force a confession.
Maybe we already know more than people. Willow, what do you think?
I don't know, I feel like if we don't kill him, the circus people will want to.
Wait, so you still want to go ahead with the killing thing? Right?
No. Just saying, I guess if the town is corrupt, I don't really think he's gonna go. Nothing's gonna happen with him confessing, right? Other than we have a.
What's everybody's passive perception, please?
To kill him.
Passive.
13.
Passive perception.
10, 13, and...
Sorry, I need to put my glasses on because I can't fucking see.
It's alright.
Right, my passive perception, you said,
Mm-hmm.
is 11.
Okay. Yep, okay.
Everyone sees nothing.
Yeah, you guys are too involved in this conversation us at the tavern. Then, yeah, you don't say anything.
He's just walking
Right.
past us right now in the background. He's just like, dude, off to go raise some taxes. And we're like, what can we?
Shouting it at the top of his voice.
Just
I love
there.
raising taxes. I
Just
love raising taxes. Yeah. Right.
Well, what's the plan then? How are we gonna go about this? I mean, if we can find out where he lives, is that not pretty good information as far as information goes?
Personally, I think we should find him, shake him down, get this information.
Yeah, okay.
What the hell was that?
Believe a brethren.
What is going on? We'll be back in a brief moment.
Oberon's
We'll
been
leave you with
possessed. His god
Yeah.
has returned to scream at him.
Here is a hit song by Doxidor. It's called I'll Be Raising Taxes.
Raising
I'll be
taxes every day.
taxes.
Raising
I'll be
taxes.
raising taxes.
Raising
I'll
taxes.
be raising taxes.
Raising taxes.
today. I'm over here. I'm raising taxes. Hey, you three, I'm over here. Yeah. Are you back? Hello?
Oberon.
Yeah? You there?
I'm here.
Good.
Okay. So, what are you guys planning on trying to do then? What's
Sorry.
the... It's alright.
I'm back.
Welcome back, sweetie.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's my brother.
It's alright. Okay, so what are you guys doing? What are your plans to do now then with this?
Well, Hamish will turn to the others and just go, I'm all up for shaking him down. We know what he's accused of. We may not have much evidence right now, but maybe we could. Maybe we could make him give up some information. At least then we've got something that's worth pay.
It'd be better to do it at night.
You want to do it at night time?
Would there be
Well.
less guards and less people around to take him down?
Well, you could. We do have our shape-shifting friend here who could potentially try and find a way in. Do we know what this Doxidor looks like? Have any of you seen him or his colleagues? Maybe this Harold, what was he called? Something. I can't remember.
Quantrota.
Harold.
Quantrota. Yeah.
Quantrota.
It's about to be croissant.
None of you... Harold Croissant!
Harry Croissant.
See, now I've just got Harry Hill in my head wearing a croissant on his head. I don't
That's a
know.
sticker again.
Sticker it. Right, yeah.
So-
You guys have no idea what they look like. You've never seen them before. You guys are not really from here, so you wouldn't really have any idea what they look like.
Here's
Yeah.
Here's a thought then. If we can find out who or what this Harold Croissant man looks like, Willow, do you think you could change into him and gain access to Doxidor's house and try and get some info from him? We could come in as your advisors or something. I don't know. We'll find a way. We'll dress up nice and fancy. What do you think about that?
I mean, I can try, but it'd take a lot of practice to look like him. I mean, I'd have to
That's fine.
sound like him too.
Right. Maybe we do need to find this Harold person first then.
We could also disguise as servants. It's sneak in that way.
We could do that, but my thought was, would he be more likely to give information for free without intimidation or evidence, which we don't really have?
What if we pretended to be super fancy rich people who wanted to help him get even more money? Because that's what people like when they have money, isn't it? They like to have more money.
That's not a bad idea, Willow. Do you know what? People say that I've got a posh accent, so I think that might be a way to go.
Just be like, oh, hello, I have lots of money.
That they do say that a lot. They do say that's like a catchphrase for them.
Could
They just
pretend
go
to be
around.
maybe a foreign diplomat.
Ah,
The lucrative business thing.
You know, we could say we've heard such good things about how much he raises the taxes.
Willow.
We want to find out how he raises his taxes and if murdering people does that.
yeah.
Willow, go ahead and make a history check for me, please, Biddy.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that is not good. 7.
Okay. Yeah, never mind.
I know nothing about being rich or wealthy ever in my past. Unfortunately.
Right. So, Oberon, I'll leave it up to you, and Willow, I'll leave it up to you. You choose. Whatever you say, I'll do it. At the end of the day, I just want my gold.
Well, what do you think, Oberon?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I've never done this kind of breaking and entering before without.
Well, it wouldn't be breaking and entering. I tell you what. Let's go and do the foreign diplomat scenario, and we'll see how that goes. What do you think?
Sure. And then,
Right.
if he twigs on, struggle.
Well, okay. I'll leave that to you if you think that's where it's gonna go. But let's try. Hamish will gesture to a passerby if there's one there. Go, excuse me.
Hello, young man. How can I help you?
Hi there. Do you know where we could get some fancy suits or anything, but not too expensive? Do you know where we could get some fancy clothes?
Well, there's no tailors down here, boy, but I heard that there's a tailors up in the upper ward, trading district area called Hatters and Sons Tailors. Best you're gonna get, I'm afraid.
That's fine. Thank you very much. We'll head up there now.
I sort of waddles off.
Yeah, I wanna head up there. Oberon, Willow, you're coming to the tailors.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, see if you can find the tailors in the bustling upper ward, trading ward districts.
Investigation, you say?
Yes,
doesn't know
please.
where any fucking is. It's
I'm
a
not.
natural one. He doesn't even know.
Oh my god. Okay, guys, I just need to show you this. Look at this. Look at this right at the bottom. A 0!
So Hamish he's just like, I don't know where I am. I'm so scared. I just don't know. Am I outside? I just don't know where I am. Hold on, Willow. I've just suddenly become very lost. I was looking for a hat shop, and now I just don't know where I am. I mean, oh, are we in the pot still? I don't know.
I
I
mean,
got a dirty 20.
okay. So yeah, as Hamish, I mean, Hamish being quite small, it is very crowded. It's very hard to sort of see through the crowds and crowds of people who are just bustling and pushing their way through these fairly small streets. Willow being taller, you are able to sort of glance over a lot of the heads of the people who are here. Looking around, you do see a shop by here. This small shop here, which says Hatters and Sons Tailors.
Right, quickly get me in there because I'm getting a bit disorientated out here. It's so busy. I just don't know where I am. Well, I miss Volo.
It's your Goliath.
Well, he's so big and strong, you know. He's so big and strong. Everyone would just move out of his way. Right, I'm diving into the shop. And Hamish just rushes through the door.
Okay. So as you rush through the door, you are faced with bars going across the walls, all hanging beautifully made suits. They look very expensive. All of them coming with bow ties and top hats and shiny shoes. You look around his very clean store, large shop front window that organises some of the suits on display to show off the collection and selection that they have within the shop. There's a small desk at the back, just a little triangular one that was got a cash register on it and a couple of books, obviously to take notes and stock so they've sold any orders, and a door right at the back, or well, more of an archway that goes into what looks to be maybe like the break room or the employees area, something maybe just sort of like a storage bit at the back, you know, as most shops do. And as you go in, you are met with a very tall human male with shoulder-length black hair and sort of piercing blue eyes and a very, very large smile with subtle face hair. And you come in and he goes, "Oh, hello and welcome to Hatters and Sons Tailors. How may I help you?"
My God, you're quite happy today. Oh my God, he's terrifying.
I love how they just slowly appeared on my screen. I was like, ah.
My God. That is so creepy.
Serial killer eyes.
My God. So, hi there, Mr. Hatman.
You can just call me Hatter. That is my name after all.
Right, that's great. That's fantastic. Do you mind not staring at me so intensely? It's a bit off-putting. I'm just here for some clothes. I mean, I don't. You're looking at me like like you're imagining a fried chicken. So, do you mind? Do you do rentals? Do you do rental suits?
Well, yes, we can do some rental suits. That is absolutely no problem. What are you looking for exactly? Are you something to go to a funeral or a wedding, or maybe you're going to a ball or a party up in the upper ward, or I don't know. What exactly are you looking to do?
Well, I'm not really used to this sort of thing. I guess it'd be for business. I mean, Oberon, would it be business? I mean, what would you say we're doing?
Let's see. For business?
Business. Have you got like a business suit? Wait, if I wear this, I'm not going to look as creepy as you, am I?
Well, I'll try not to take a defence of that, but no, you will look dashing.
Thank you. Do you do dwarf size?
Or we can certainly do something. Yes, it will take about a day or two to craft something up if you want something completely fresh, or we can tailor something that will take about 3 or 4 hours to tailor it down to your size.
And do you do off the rack? I want it off the rack. Me and my friends here, we're in a bit of a rush. We've got an urgent business meeting just something that'll make that'll fit us nice, but something we can
For
just rent
those
off of
two, and he sort of points over to Oberon and Willow, we've got something for you guys, no problem. Absolutely, just take anything off the rack and they should be able to fit. For yourself, we will probably have to tailor something, unfortunately. You can take it off the rack, it will only take about 2 or 3 hours just to tailor it to your size, and you can do that if you want. But I really don't think we've got anything that will fit you that's coming off the rack, unfortunately.
That's fine. What about child size?
Well, I mean, if you would like to look at our child selection, you are more than welcome to. It's not as fancy as some of our adult ones, and it doesn't come with a bow tie, and he sort of wriggles his bow tie, and a top hat, and he takes his top hat and spins it down and puts it back on his head. But, it's something we can definitely look into if you're interested.
Well, as long as there's like a tuxedo or like, I don't know what they call suit for a fat child. I'm sure that would fit me just fine.
Yes, absolutely no problem. So we can definitely get you a 3-point suit. Will you be looking to get some shoes as well?
I think so. It'd be pretty fucking weird if I turn up in a fat child suit with no shoes on.
Ron will look down at his kind of barefoot. Just look to the side.
Okay, so...
Sorry, Oberon, no offence. Oh dear. Yeah, just get me something that'll fit me, and sort me and my friends out here. Do you know how much this would be? Just off the rack, something we can get now. We've got
if you're renting something off the rack, then it's going to be between 7 and 10 gold pieces per day.
That is fantastic. That sounds like a great deal. Actually, do you know what? I'm a little bit short. Would you do it for 7 gold for the day?
Oh, that's 7 to 10 gold pieces per suit per day. Yours would be 7 gold pieces a day because it is a child's suit coming off the rack. Unfortunately, looking over at Oberon and Willow, yours will be a little bit more expensive as it is the adult range and you've got a few more accessories to go along with your suit. There's a bit more, and it's a bit more expensive to make as well, just in case anything does happen to it. But yeah, we can try and sort something out for you.
Oh, I don't need anything. I'm good, thank you.
Sort of looks you up and down, still in your drab, dreary sort of lower class clothing. Well, if you say so.
Yeah.
Hamish will whisper to Willow. Go on, sorry.
Does everyone recall any nobles that he's seen? His past. How they would dress.
Okay. Where are you from? You're Kutem. Okay.
Have you seen them in the, rings? Or in the crowds or something?
In the way?
What she's passed as like a gladiator.
Yeah. So a lot of the nobles and the stuff and the ruling family over in Kutem wear a lot of sort of very brightly coloured silks. And are less likely to wear suit and ties. So there is a very different kind of clothing culture in the two places. So you would be more familiar, sort of this extravagant, very colourful clothing, with large hats, with feathers and everything like that. This is very much more formal and dressed down compared to what you're used to.
Okay. Is there a suit that's kind of semi, or with like a shirt that's quite bright coloured?
Yeah, so they have things that are very, they have lots of different colours and different types. You do see one that's kind of got sort of a fuchsia coloured one and like a coral coloured shirt underneath. There are some very bright ones, but the majority of them are just black and white suits.
He'll then turn to like look at her. Would I get a discount if I don't require like a tuxedo?
Well, I mean, considering that we do kind of specialize in tuxedos.
But I meant more like with no tie. Sorry. It was more dressed down.
He sort of, I mean, he's very tall. He's probably about 6'2", 6'3". So he's and very sort of skinny and lanky. And he sort of puts his arm on the table and sort of leans over. Tell you what, I'll do the 2 suits for your friend and yourself for 50 gold pieces per day.
Gold pieces per day.
Yeah.
Where did that fucking price come from? You said 7 gold.
Well, it would have been.
I'm from Cotem.
It would have been. I would say it would have been 7 for Hamish and 10 for Oberon, but instead he's going to give it to you, probably 10 for Oberon and 5 for Hamish. So he's taken 2 gold pieces off you.
Oh, okay.
Could you do you do like ironing?
Oh, we can certainly do a pressing service if that's what you require.
She like rummages up her dress for like her smart wear from previous engagements and gets out the nice sort of presentable smart whatever it would have been.
Okay, one
Jacket,
sec.
maybe.
Let me just give you a quick message.
This was brought to you by Werther's.
Can't wear this.
So is that what you were on about? Or something
Yeah,
else?
Yeah, it would have been kind of like a...
It would have been
I would have meant more for like the family engagements. So like the smarter side of the jacket or something.
I mean, if you were going from that part of your history, then it would have been a tuxedo. It would have been a 3-piece tuxedo.
Okay, well, from up her skirt, she produces a very wrinkled, crunched up tuxedo, and she's just like trying to flatten it out with her hands, and she's like, I got this and it'll look nice, but I just, I don't think if it's all wrinkly. I mean, I've tried before, but people are like, oh, where did you come from?
He sort of picks it up and he looks at it, and then he looks at you and he leans in and stares right in your eyes. And where, may I ask, did somebody of your standing in society get such fine clothes? These are not the sort of clothes that you would see in an everyday shop.
In the Empire.
You're from the Empire? Well, now that is intriguing. Very well, I will press these for you. They will be done in about half an hour. And he sort of very slowly sort of starts picking up your clothes. Hamish, yeah, he picks out as nice as a child's tuxedo can be, and hands it over to you. So it has like a black coat on top, and it's got a white top underneath. The white top has sort of like a pink trim going around the edge, and some trousers. He hands over to you, and Oberon, he just says, pick whatever you require from the shelves.
We'll go to the fuchsia.
The bright fuchsia. Okay.
Yes.
Are you guys waiting for the half an hour for Willow's stuff to be pressed?
I suppose so. But just before, while he's doing that, now I think I need to get a bit fancier if we're going to impress this dickhead taxman person. Have you got a gold top hat and a monocle and a cane that I can swing around?
Make a perception check.
I will. Do I perceive hat Let's have a look.
But whilst Hamish is looking for that, does Oberon see like a hat with like a lot of feathers in it?
Okay, go ahead and
So
make a perception
15.
check as well. 15. Okay, so you do see over in the corner that there is a collection of 2 or 3 canes that are big enough for about somebody who is about 5'6", 5'7". They look adjustable. You could probably adjust it down to your size. You don't see any... Do you say golden hats?
I want a top hat, gold.
Okay, so you don't see any top hats that are gold. They are just plain black top hats. And in terms of... what is it called? A monocle?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see any monocles around. Oberon, in terms of the feathers, you look around and it doesn't seem to be... The most out there colours are the shirts, and which you've picked up the fuchsia one. Other than that, you don't see any sort of flowers or anything like that. That just it doesn't seem to be the shop to stock stuff like that. So after about half an hour, he comes out with the 3-piece suit and hands it over to Willow, nicely pressed. And on top, there are the cufflinks that you would have worn that he seems to have purposely made a point of putting them on top and in a way, hands them back to you and gives you a small smile. And as you do, you realise these are the cufflinks that the family gave you with the family crest on them. He doesn't say anything, but he smirks at you slightly and hands them back to you.
He very
Oh my.
gently takes it to try and not crease anything.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Beautiful.
We'll come back after the break and we will see how the Doxidor stuff progresses.
Fancy Hamish.
Woohoo!
Brightly coloured Oberon.
I tell you, the outlandish coloured suit you've ever seen.
And who will Willow become? Find out.
Right, so yeah, we are going to take a quick break. So yeah, if you wanted to have a look at any of the stickers in our Redbubble shop, you should be able to scroll down from the chat and there's like a link there to take you to the Redbubble page. Yeah, so you can have a look at that, and we will be back in about 10 minutes after taking a quick toilet break, maybe a drink, anything like that, and we will continue with the story. So thank you for joining us so far, and we will see you after the break.
Why don't you pull that on me? I'll roll in the sand, and then I will stand perfectly still like a mime.
God, is there no sound? God damn it. I forgot to unmute myself. Oh, I love technology. Thank you, AJ. Well, you know what? I will do that again because I was welcoming everybody. So Mystic, AJ, welcome. Yeah, I can say welcome to AJ now. Caleb, yeah. Thank you for following, Caleb. Oh my god, I said all of this. Okay, yeah, check out our Redbubble because cool ass stickers. Follow us on other social medias. YouTube, we upload stuff weekly so you can rewatch all of the stuff, all of the Tiburion campaign in case you missed it. And oh yeah, don't forget on Thursday we will be having our very own Oberon join us on Tavern Talks to talk about the character and parts of the campaign, so you don't want to miss that. So join us on Thursday for that. Hell yeah. So, oh, by the way, Hamish, your Tavern Talks will be going up tonight or tomorrow as well on YouTube, so if you missed that you can go watch that on YouTube today or tomorrow.
Yeah, watch it, enjoy it.
Yeah, we've actually had a lot of good feedback from people who've seen it. It's been so
Really?
it's yeah, it was so heartwarming. People were like, oh,
So
we really
me.
enjoyed it. It was great.
That's very kind. Very kind. Thank you very
Yeah,
much, everybody.
like your support, everyone has been amazing, and we couldn't do it without you. So we love you all. But let's get back into the game. Let's get back into the game. So yeah, so we left off with you guys heading into Hatters and Sons Taylor's just after you got a bit of information about Doxidor. And you headed in, you got some suits. Willow handed over a strange suit and cuffs. But you've got them all, they've been pressed, everything is ready. You are now all suited up. So
I got a cane.
you have got a adjustable cane that now goes down to 3 foot. So what would you guys like to do?
Amazing. I would like to find a beer bottle that's discarded on the street floor.
Okay.
And smash it and make it into a monocle.
Okay, so I'm going to say you're not going to be able to find just a bottle on the floor, especially in the upper ward. You probably have to go down to the lower wards to find anything like that on the floor. Yeah.
Right, well, I find the nearest passerby with a monocle and say, can I please buy your monocle for 2 gold? Excuse me, can I please buy your fancy monocle there for just a couple of gold? Would you mind?
Yes. You think I would sell my... Oh, little boy, you're funny. I'm not going to be selling you.
Little boy. How dare you say that to me? I'm Hamish Gruff MacGuffin. And look at my fancy new suit. I demand respect.
He sort of...
With all this effort, and all I want is a monocle to go with my fancy top hat and cane. And you say these things. Is it just because I'm a dwarf? Have you got something against dwarves?
So you know how people sort of tutty down when it comes to kids so they get to their height? The guy does this to Hamish. Look, kid, go back to your parents. You couldn't afford this monocle if you tried.
Have you seen a kid with a beard like mine? Look at it. It's fucking glorious. How dare you say that to me, child? I tell you what then. I don't need your monocle. You go, you. Oh, Hamish just like storms off then. Excuse me, you! If you got a monocle, it could buy off you.
No. I've got good eyesight.
Right.
I don't need
Right,
a monocle.
Right, okay, fine, right. This is not gonna work then. My dreams have been fucking shattered. Right? I'm just gonna have to get a coin and put it in my eye. I'll just get a gold piece. I'll put it in my eye and just plug it in like that. Oh, it just, yeah, there you go. That'll have to do. There we go. Right. Oh, I forgot. I haven't paid for the suit. I've just walked out. Right, I'm sorry. I go back into the shop. Sorry there, Hatter. There you go. Here's your money. I'll just take 5. Was it 5 gold for me? Is that right?
Oh, yes, 5 gold for you and 10 gold for your friends.
Right, very good there. I'll just mark that off my little chart here, aka
Okay.
Microsoft Notepad, and I'll just quickly just take that off there.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you very much. And I must say, next time you get a customer here, maybe want to tone it down just a little bit, because my God, those eyes are so terrifying. Can you just tone it down just a touch? That would be great. Thanks. I'll be back tomorrow to drop this off.
Did Hamish pay for Oberon, or is everyone on me?
No, he's only paid for
Cool.
himself.
Cool. Oberon will put down 10 gold. I just wanted to check.
That's
Okay.
very presumptuous there, overall.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have your suits. What would you like to do?
Willow, have you changed your appearance yet?
She'll be changing it when she changes her outfit. So unless there was a changing room, did we all get changed?
I
Yeah,
mean,
Hamish
I'd
is-
say there's a cloakroom in there. You could have gotten changed if you wanted to.
Hamish has changed.
Yeah,
He
sure.
was changed prior to the monocle thing.
The
Oberon has changed.
but
No tie. There's no hat. And he's barefoot.
Oh my God.
my other clothes is back to my little satchel.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna put a few of the
You're breaking up.
rings
We can't.
she just had like dingling around. She'll like go through and see if any of them would fit Oberon, like any of the fancy rings she just randomly had in her person. She's like, oh, this one matches your shirt. This one's nice. It's a bit big, but I mean, you can just hold it there. Oh no!
What's going on?
Willow, you're breaking up. We can't hear what you're saying. Do you want to try and reconnect your voice chat? Oh, she's gone. Oh no. Oh no. Willow.
Technical difficulties.
You back? Right. Well, while Willow's doing that, I'm just gonna head over to the nearest passerby again and just say, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find the house of Doxidor?"
Well, yes, of course. Why?
Why? Because I've got some business I need to attend to. As you can see, I'm ready for our meeting. We've got an appointment at 10 o'clock this morning.
Of course, sure. Okay, so he sort of gives you instructions. You should be able to see there's just come up on your screen. Down by here.
Right.
That's
Yes,
that's
where it
where
says
that's
Doxidor.
where Doxidor's place is.
Okay, right. Oberon, shall we head over? I'm sure Willow will join us, all dressed up and ready to go.
Willow, are you there? I can see she's joined back.
Am I back?
Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Hi, welcome back. Yeah, so I don't know if you've missed that, but Doxidor's place has now been highlighted for you down here. Where you may have to scroll in, but you got the Adventurers Guild and Doxidor's place that has been highlighted for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know where Doxidor now lives. Creepy.
Right, I'm heading down there. So Willow, you need to get changed quick. We're off to see our friend Doxidor.
Okay.
There's no need to do a silly dance about it.
Fancy
Just
elf
get
man.
changed. Right. Are you changed?
Yeah,
Right. So
out I come.
here's the plan then. Willow. So who are you dressed as? What is your appearance gonna be?
I am already an elf man.
Are you
You're an elf.
who
I
I
am
think you
he.
are? Oh, okay. Yeah. So as Willow comes out, you see Ben. I don't know if you're in the chat. If you're in the chat, I apologize. You see a tall elven noble walk out with long blonde hair, wearing a circlet around his head. He seems to hold his head high with grace, and he walks forward with a stride. Obnoxious, almost. Taut.
That's Willow. Why don't you speak to this elf? You're an elf as well. Maybe you'll get along.
Nay, nay. It is I.
Yep, so the elf would talk in quite posh English. I believe his accent was.
It's, it's me that DM was describing.
What?
The DM was describing moi.
Yeah, I was describing Willow.
Oh right, I thought you said someone came out of Doxidor.
No, me. I came out.
No,
I came
no.
out
It's
as
as
an
this elven person.
Right, Hamish must have just sounded insane to Willow. Then.
Just like, is that you? What?
Hello.
Speak to that person over there that looks exactly the same as you that I've just made up. That person is not actually there. Right, okay, wow, you're looking very different there, Willow. Frankly, I preferred it when you were a dwarven bearded Hamish, but you're looking very fancy there. What shall we ring the doorbell or knock the door or whatever and see how this goes?
Who's gonna talk first?
Well, I would
I'm
suggest
quite happy
Willow
to
does.
go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
Who are you to me now? May I ask what the plan is?
The plan is that we are going to be your assistants, and you are here on an important business meeting, and we'll have to try and convince him that there's a meeting scheduled or something. I'm not quite sure. This is as far as I've got, I'm afraid, with the plan. To be honest, I just wanted to see what it was like to put on a fancy suit. So you take it from here.
Hamish and I could be foreign diplomats that you know. I could be from Quintet, and he kind of brushes his like bright.
Yeah.
Right,
Let's
Willow. Have you
I'll be
said?
familiar with
Have
that.
you said where? You haven't. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as you guys go up to the house, there are two guards that are standing at the front gate, preventing access into the front yard and into the building.
Should I go talk to them?
Yeah, do it. We're your foreign diplomats. I'm from Yaluka, and to be honest, I'm just telling the fucking truth. Apart from the whole diplomat thing, Oberon is going to be a diplomat from Quiten. So let's see how this goes. And you're here for an important business meeting with Mr. Aspenseeker.
Okay.
Good luck, Willow.
She's gonna confidently approach the guards.
Okay.
Well met, gentlemen. How are we on this fine day?
Who are you?
I am. Nah, sorry if you're in the chat. I'm gonna butcher your name of your beloved PC now. Annurin Emlyn of the Empire. I believe that a letter has already been sent to arrange for our meeting today.
Very good. Well, I'll keep it up.
Make a persuasion check. I'd say you can have advantage since you have physically changed yourself to look like a Nurin.
Thank God, because that roll was awful. Dirty 20.
Well, a Nurin Emlyn from the Empire. He's not here. He's at the office today.
How very strange. I had already told him of my visitation with my friends here. They have travelled quite far. I've not been told of the whereabouts of his trading post. May I ask where that is located?
It's the general office across the bridge, and he sort of points over to this building over here. You guys can't see that. Okay, one sec. This building right here.
Alright, well, I'll bring it up with him himself. I'm sure, I'll be able to talk them down, but, between you and me, this isn't very professional. But, it is what it is, and I will see you later then. And turn around, start walking towards, and, aggressively gesture over on the famous follow.
That was fucking brilliant, Will. I'm so impressed. Honestly, I felt like I had to bow to you or something there. That was, you were so posh.
You're posh too. Okay.
I think Oberon spilt something on her keyboard.
Did he pee his pants? Barbara, I'm not that scary, I promise.
See, that's how convincing you were. It's Oberon's so shocked.
Yeah.
How is your laptop? Is your laptop alright?
And my laptop's fine. I just caught my wine glass on my mousepad.
Oh no! Not the wine! Not the wine!
My God. Right. So, did they say we had to go over to the office of the trading ward? Is that right?
The general office. It's the big one over there. So just
Right.
go this way.
And did he say? I do apologise, but I only just caught a few words of what you were saying there. Did you say that Doxidor wasn't in? He's not in.
No, he's. I was just winging it, but no, he's not in. I pretended that we arranged things, so
Right.
you gotta act really grumpy when you show up, okay?
Right. I'll have no problem acting grumpy, believe you me. I think I'll be able to manage that just fine. I've only had 7 sausages today.
Don't make this an egg thing. No, do not make this an egg thing.
11. An egg thing. Oh yes, that in jokes.
50 eggs! Oh, so in the other campaign, Callum's character and somebody else had an egg war, and they had a competition to see who could eat 50 eggs quickest. Hence the Pride Honor Eggs sticker that we have. It's because of 50 fucking eggs.
Maybe one day Hamish will try his hand at the egg competition, or at least the sausage version. How many sausages he can stick in his mouth? We'll see.
No. Oh, we all did. We all went there. We all know it.
It's not the mouth it comes out of, it's the mind it goes into.
If you say so. So, what are you guys doing? Where are you going?
Let's go and sort this motherfucker out.
Okay, so you head over to the general office. So you head up the upper ward and over to the bridge. The bridge is very sturdy. It's made out of a grey stone slabs with large sort of wooden pillars coming up from the river. There's 4 of them, 2 on each side at 2 intervals. There's a rope hanging between the pillars, going from one side to the other, obviously to stop people from accidentally falling in or anything. And it's very well maintained. Every now and then you've got sort of birds, seagulls, sort of I cannot speak tonight. Gliding down in front of you, and you make it across the other side. It's a large courtyard. Right here, there is a large water fountain that has been built into almost the shape of a mermaid, as it sort of spirals upwards. There's no coins or anything at the bottom. This being the trading and upper ward, they don't tend to do stuff like that. The water is crystal clear. And behind that, you see the general office. General office is very, very large, and it's got white stone quartz pillars at the front, 4 of them, holding almost a roof over the outside where the steps are going up. If any of you've seen Cardiff Museum, looks something similar to like that, except it's made out of white quartz. It's very flashy. And you see 3 or 4 people who seem to look very poor, probably from the lower ward, who have been hired to simply clean the steps and keep them white and keep them clean and nice and looking professional. I'm assuming you guys are heading up to the general office.
Yeah. Oberon, just try not to kick any seagulls on the way there, okay? just walk to the office. Okay, yes, I would like to walk up to Amgueddfa Caerdydd, Osgwelwch yn dda, and
Okay.
yeah, yes, please.
Okay, so as you walk up, you see 2 very large, grand, dark oak wooden doors with solid gold lettering on the top that spells out general office. There are 2 large door handles that are made out of the same gold, and as you open them, they sort of push open, you are met with a grand entrance. There seems to be a red carpet inlaid and hemmed with golden thread that leads up to the centre with a large round desk, and in the centre there seems to be 3 receptionists, 1 female and 2 males, who seem to just be buzzing around, writing down stuff. They seem to be talking on sending stones to communicate with some of the other important people within the building, just to let them know that their appointments are here. And in the centre, there seems to be just like a whole load of paperwork, very sort of messy. So yeah, and lining the sides of the corridor, there are benches and sort of little columns that separate the benches, and on the columns there are the candles that light up the entire hallway, which is made of marble. Like the ground is made of marble.
Wow, it basically is Cardiff Museum.
Yeah, Cardiff Museum is a lot more grand though.
Right, I mean, I know that this probably won't people who are not from Cardiff will know what I'm talking about, but is there a stuffed bison in there anywhere that is losing its hair?
No, there is not, unfortunately. Doesn't seem to be any sort of skeletal remains or stuffed carcasses in here. It seems to be very pristine, very clean, very sort of cut and dry of what they've got in here. If it's not needed, they don't have it.
Right, okay, so no Bertie the Bison, which is
unfortunately not.
An exhibit.
No laughing hyenas either. No wonder why he's losing his hair.
Oh yeah, it's creepy that. And then
Oh,
Mammoth
it
turns
is.
to you and just goes, whoa, it's been there forever. And
It's
just,
terrifying.
Its trunk sticks in your face as you walk around the corner.
If you guys haven't been to Cardiff Museum, I highly suggest it. It's beautiful. Or you can watch Doctor Who, because I'm pretty sure they filmed stuff in Doctor Who there as well.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the animatronics in there are from like the 60s or something. It's just like all
Yes.
really mechanical, like robotic mammoths. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Come, go to Cardiff Museum. Yes, Wales Museum.
Woo.
Can you believe it?
So yeah,
Yes,
you
anyway,
are.
sorry.
You walk into this very grandiose hallway. So what would you guys like to do?
Willow, seeing as you're still dressed up to the nines, why don't you speak to these busy receptionist people? Let's see if we can convince these to send us to whoever it is. But who are we here to see again? What was their name? Was it Royal? Is this person here?
Are you? I thought you were looking at for Doxidor because you've just been to Doxidor's house.
Oh, and they said Doxidor was here.
Yes, he was in the office.
Right. Okay. Right. Sorry.
What's Doxidor's last name?
Aspenseeker. Yeah. I'll write it in the chat for you.
Okay. Sure. We're gonna make.
There you go. Doxidor Aspenseeker.
Thank you. Yeah. She'll wait patiently to catch someone's attention rather than sort of interrupting them on the sending stones or anything.
Okay. Yeah. So as they're very very busy, it takes about a minute before one of them puts down the sending stone. It is the female. She seems to be half elven, with one side of her head completely shaven and the other side filled with very long brown hair, with hazel eyes, and she sort of looks up to you with like a really sweet smile. She has a dimple as well when she smiles. She goes, "Hi, how can I help you today?"
Oh, greetings. I actually had a prior arranged engagement with Sir Aspenseeker that it was arranged to meet at his home, but apparently he is engaged here currently, so I was wondering if I could bring my guests to meet with him here.
No worries, just give me a second. And she pulls out a huge ledger and she just and then she sort of flicks through it and she goes to a page, and if you sort of read upside down you can sort of see the date, which I believe it's like the fourth February today. So she flicks to the 4th February page, and she goes down to Doxidor Aspenseeker. Of course. So what was the name and the time of your appointment?
Well, my name should be on there, and I'm gonna try and cast Charm Person.
Okay. So this is a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check what the save is.
So she's rolled a 14. She's obviously.
Save is a 13.
Yeah, sorry, Bob. So you just sort of look in her eyes, and your eyes glow like a bright yellow, and you can see her mind is being warped a little bit before she blinks, and you feel your presence has sort of left her mind. Okay, yeah, we can sort that out. I just need to know your name, please.
She's like just taking a minute to just like look and then look back at them to be like, oh, I can't
Is there a problem?
Oh no, it should be Anya and Emlyn, but of course I did not book it to be met here. The arrangement was to be at his home, so it's quite an embarrassing mishap to have happened because I have some very important guests with me here today.
Yeah. Hamish shouts out and he just goes,
we've already been to his home.
Okay.
Oberon is going to like tisk and then start like speaking rapid, like I don't know, Quitem, whatever language it is, like looking very like put up and like upset, and like the noise that is like.
Traveled very far to do.
Okay.
Hamish will do exactly the same, but angry Scotty's like, "My God, what's the problem over there?" Like really gesturing towards him. So I come all the way from Yaluka for this.
Okay, so she starts looking through the book. She goes, "Yeah, I'm really sorry. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage, please."
Okay. Thank God for the advantage, because my first roll was a natural one.
Woohoo!
Second one isn't much better with a 12.
12 altogether? Alright.
Yeah. And I have a +4, so.
Wait,
Um,
has the bard not given inspiration, or can he not do it on first level?
he could have, but that would have to have been done
Just
before
in
the
a
check.
really posh place, just like.
Okay.
I've
Just
chosen not to do this.
she picks up the sending stone. Hello, Mr. Aspenseeker. Hi. Yes, it's reception. So we have somebody here. They said they haven't booked an appointment, but they were supposed to be seeing you in your house.
No, we.
Uh-huh.
Hamish will pipe up
What
while
was
she's
your name?
speaking.
Sorry. And she sort of looks up at you and she sort of squints her eyes a little bit. What is your name?
And you're an
Booked an
emblem from
appointment.
the Empire, son of your emblem.
Okay. He says his name is Anurin Emlyn from the Empire. Okay. Yes, sir, right way. And she puts down the stone. She goes, well, Mr. Aspenseeker said that he didn't have an appointment with you today, but that if you want to, he has a free half an hour. You would be able to go up and have a word with him now, if it's that important.
It is quite important, yes, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Well-
which way is it, may I ask?
Okay, so just bear in mind he's a very busy man and he hasn't got long. But it's up the stairs, and she sort of turns behind and points up to the large staircase that goes up and up to the left. So you go up there, and then you've got the first desk, which is Harold's, and then it's the second door as you go up the stairs. It should say Doxidor Aspenseeker on the front in gold.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for your time. Come on, gentlemen. Our time shall not be wasted any longer. And sort of march in the direction.
Yeah, I will quickly follow Willow.
We'll follow as well.
Okay, so you guys will follow Willow. I'm assuming you guys are heading up the stairs and onto the second door as she instructed. Okay. So as you do, you are met with another dark oak door with large solid gold lettering that says Doxidor Aspenseeker, advisor to Rizel Orentag.
Okay, it's the comings to the Johnson, everyone. Right. Format. Right. How do you just before we go in, guys? What do you think we should do? How do you think we should play this? Now, this guy has potentially got. He's either killed someone's daughter or has information pertaining to it, and so how do you think we should do this?
I already feel rumbled by that lady. She was so scared.
She was the receptionist. Fine. She was fine.
I
was
was
scared by
magic on her
that.
brain and it didn't work.
Well, don't worry. Like, let's. Should we go in and carry on the charade, or should we go in?
I'm gonna wipe the sweat off my brow with a little handkerchief. My little pocket square.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Oberon, you go, you choose.
Should we keep up with the charade and try not to get kicked out and reveal that we're actually digging for information?
Say, don't forget they do have sending stones.
Yeah.
Right. And also, I'm amazed they let me up here because I know I'm wearing this nice suit and I've got this fancy cane, but I'm also carrying some bagpipes. So I don't. It's not really in keeping.
I
with it,
mean,
but
you
there
do
we go.
have. I assumed you left them in your room.
Oh no, they're carrying. I'm carrying them.
Just the
You know what?
Dutch
Sure.
country traditions, you know.
I'm not drunk.
Yeah, and
that's
Oberon's
me.
still got his glaive, but it's the glaive's been wrapped up with fabric.
Okay.
It is my fabric stick.
So, what are you guys doing?
Let's keep up the charade and see how it goes as
Okay.
Oberon suggests.
All right.
I'll
So,
open the door, kind of do the knock and open at the same time.
Okay, so as you open it, he goes, "Hello."
Greetings.
And
told if you had a spare 30 minutes.
as you open the door, the room is filled, lined floor to ceiling on all the two walls on your side with books and other things like that, mostly books. Behind there are two very large arched windows that look over the city and out onto sort of this back end over here. So sort of looking out over the Adventurers Guild. There's a large desk with a large leather seat on the opposite side with a plaque a golden plaque at the front that says Aspenseeker. There are two chairs placed on the other side of the desk for you guys to sit, and there's a large red intricate designed carpet that covers the majority of the wooden floor, and sat in the seat in the large leather throne, looking down, writing in paperwork and stuff, you see this man.
Dun dun dun. The taxman.
Okay. Right.
So I'll sort of gesture to the two chairs that are available and just sort of be like, "Gentlemen, please."
Nurin Emlyn from the Empire.
Yes,
Well, I
it
was
is a
quite
wish.
surprised when I got the call from downstairs that you were here to see me. You know,
Yes, well, my father made arrangements for us to meet you at your home, but it appears you weren't there, which is,
of course. Well, the last
something
time I
shall be willing to forgive.
well, the last time I spoke to your father, he said you had run off with a band of adventurers.
Well, I was quick to realize my mistake, and, I'm working well under my father. With, fine gentlemen such as these who I bring to you today, I'm learning
I
the
like
way.
that.
He-
Oberon's like sat cross-legged with his like hands. While he's leaning on the arm of the chair. Trying
Okay.
to be as pompous as possible.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can do that. You're sort of fluffing up some of your hair while you're doing it. Please come in. Close the door. What can I do for you today? I'm sure there's some urgent business from the Empire.
Well, actually, it was a more informal meeting, which is why, I believed my father had arranged for your home, but I guess this is his test of my own will, as, that clearly wasn't arranged. But, my fine gentleman here, have some questions about the way you run things here. I've spoken very highly of them, of you, and I just wanted to arrange, some nice meetings, find out about how you run things here.
Well, if you're
Just
looking for how we
very,
run
very
things
official.
here, then you'll probably have to speak to Orentag. As you are well aware, I am not the office holder. I am just an advisor to such.
But is it not safe to say that your influence greatly impacts his choices? You have such great... I can't think of the word as a player. Prestige, perhaps.
He sort of sits back
You know,
and smirks at you. Well, I would say that without me, it probably wouldn't be as great as it is.
well, exactly.
So-
We find out one here with just a moment of your time to give them some insight into how you...
Talking of your fine fellows, who might they be? I mean, they don't look like they're from the Empire.
Oh, no. I've brought them from... Well, gentlemen, please introduce yourself.
I'm happy to do that. My name is Jimmy McWarrell, and I hail from Yaluka, and I just came here to ask you, do you like sausages?
Make a deception check, please.
It's a natural one. Oh no, it's not. It's a 7. I do apologise.
7.
Oh, sorry, 9. Didn't have my modifier.
I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name. What was it?
It was Jimmy McWarrell.
Jimmy. Well, it's good to meet you, Jimmy.
Aye, do you like sausages?
They are adequate.
Adequate, right? Well, I can change your mind because I've got a business opportunity for you, my friend. All the way from Yaluka, famous Yalukan sausage, right? So, I mean, if you happily let us have trade routes into this town, then I'm sure we could come to some great arrangement where, you could potentially let us have sausages come in tax free.
And what about yourself? Looks over towards Oberon.
I'm Ulx Ravenlock, and I'm from Quatem.
You're from Quatem. Now you, Ulx, interest me, intrigue me, and I'll tell you why. Because I have not ever known a single Emlyn to speak kindly of anyone from Quatem. Looks up towards Willow. So why don't you tell me who you are and why you're really here? He leans back, narrows his eyes.
I'm not dropping my facade. I'm just gonna keep standing there and wait for his review to make the next move.
Can I just that's the sausage
Can I
trim.
just say, I've met this man when he was on his adventures or whatever. I didn't realise that he felt so coldly.
You...
He was very polite to me.
I'm sorry, are you saying that as a noble, a gentleman of high standing in Quatem, you were unaware of the political tension between the two kingdoms?
Oh no, I'm fully aware, but when I met this man, he was not a part... He did not come representing noble house. I got to know him over drinks and meals over several days, and he made me believe that potentially our tensions could reduce.
Make a
little bit.
Make a deception check.
Please.
I see. I would think this unordinary, however, I've heard of your travels from your father, Anurin. It would not surprise me that you would make friends with a Quatemian. Anyway, question still stands. What do you want?
I'm just trying to have a look and see if I've got anything that can help me yet. Oh God. Alright, okay. I would like DM.
Yeah.
Would I be able to quickly write a note and slip it to Oberon using. Oh God, I haven't really got anything. Fuck. Right, I'm just gonna have to try and like subtly whisper it to Oberon without him hearing me. I'm gonna attempt. I'm going to try my best to sort of either mime like or whisper or sign language to say to Oberon that I'm going to distract him with a song about sausages, and then Oberon takes it to take Doxidor to the window with the view, so Willow can do some investigating.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it is silent at the moment. He is purely focused on you guys. You can certainly roll for it. However, it's going to be almost impossible to do that without him seeing, since he is completely focused on you guys. It is silent. You are sat right in front of him.
Overall, is gonna go. I'm here to learn how it is done. Son on taxes, business, hoping to expand my knowledge as well as expand Quitem's connections, if that's possible, or reduce tensions. I'm starting out small. Well, small for me. This is the first. You are the first that I will be attempting to do this with. Any knowledge that you have that you could share with me would be greatly appreciated, and also beneficial if there's any trade that you would like from Quitem to be made easier. I would sure to put in a word.
So
Can I
you
jump in, sorry?
Yeah.
While Oberon's doing that.
Yeah.
Hamish is gonna have a look while he's distracted as best he can to see if he could see any notes on his table and what they would say.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. 14.
So you see a large ledger, which was closed when you guys entered. Under the ledger, there are a lot of paper, like loose paper. It's very difficult to see. But from what you can see, this seems to be dates. And you see maybe the start of a name or the name of a place, or something like that. Other than that, you don't really see anything else.
Okay. Sorry, Oberon, to jump in there. What were you doing?
I was just trying to distract him and stuff.
Well, go ahead. Ask your questions.
How do you advise here? I'm sure you do it vastly differently to Quitem. Are there any tips, I should say, in how you made this city so great?
We made this city so great by looking at it and improving the bits that needed improving.
Hamish is going to try and get Willow's attention and just point to the ledger.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
And Oberon will gesture out to the city. Can you see the docks from the?
No. So you guys are at this side of the building. So you're looking out over towards the Adventurers Guild. Okay.
21.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make a perception check to see if you see him trying to point. What is it?
Fine, but the dice on D&D Beyond is literally showing the glowing nat 20 shining up, but it was like, you got a 2. So she's just sweating so much and so stressed.
Yeah.
She's not looking
I
at
mean,
all.
you got so into this role, you forgot how stressful high society can be. Hamish, as you're just sort of pointing, Doxidor looks at you and puts his hand over his ledger. You were saying, looks back to Oberon.
Can I interest you in a song about sausages there, Mr.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Right. Okay.
How were you able to pick which buildings to focus on to refurbish or to make greater? How did you find which parts of the city was the most important?
You see, and he sort of pulls his ledger and all the paper under it towards him. I'm gonna cast Charm Person. Okay, I will roll a Wisdom saving throw for him. That's a 6. Doesn't matter what modifiers I does not have a 6 in Wisdom because he can't. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, you successfully cast Charm Person on Doxidor.
Would you like a song about sausages now?
Okay, let me just have a quick look. So this is Charm Person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just double check what the spell reads. You attempt to charm a humanoid, see with the range of wisdom center, and just do with advantage if your companions are fighting it. Fail to save throw, it charms you until the spell ends or until your companions or anything harmful to it.
Regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
Yeah. You know, we are quite busy right now, but maybe later?
That's absolutely fine. Will you at least show me the wonderful view that you've got from that window over there, and show me how things work from the window, the trade routes, landmarks, things like that. I've come a long way from you, Luca. Would that be okay?
Sure. And he sort of stands up and brings his arm out to try and bring you over. He starts talking, goes, over there, you that is the Adventurers Guild. We use the Adventurers for quite a few tasks. Actually, quite a lot of contracts go to the Adventurers. They
just going to just quickly turn around to the others and just gesture very quickly, or just like behind his back, just go. Suggesting
Okay.
Go to the ledger.
Okay, so yeah,
he's distracted.
He just kind of continued, and he talks about how the adventurers kind of help deal with any problems or situations that they have, how that they get some trades from inland through the channel that comes out to the ocean, just basic things like that. Oberon and Willow, what are you guys doing?
Oberon will attempt to look at the ledger whilst he's distracted. I'm looking far away.
Okay.
Whoa,
So
look at this view.
You open the ledger and you see let's have a look. Where are you? Oberon. Cool. There you go. So I've added something into your journal.
Just Oberon?
Yes, he's the only one looking, so he would be the only one to see this, I'm afraid. And that's the page that he was writing on when he closed the book and you guys came in.
Can no one remember what day the daughter died?
Yes, it would have been the 16th of October.
And there's nothing on the ledger on about the 16th of it.
No, not that you see. There are papers and everything underneath, but that's the only thing that you see in the ledger.
Okay.
Hinted.
Is there anything odd in the ledger that Oberon can see?
The ledger just seems to be almost like a record of receipts, of payments going out for different things.
Is there anything off with the money going out or anything?
It seems to add up. Seems to add up.
I can't do anything because I'm distracted him.
Yeah. Can no one able to make a note of any of this?
You are sorry, Willow. You're breaking up again, sweetie.
Insight. That's not really something I've ever used.
Willow, you're breaking up. You're breaking up really bad with us again, sweetie. Do you want to try disconnect and connect into the voice chat again? Sorry, what did you want to do, Oberon?
Is Oberon able to quickly make note of the page?
Yeah.
Without him noticing.
Yeah, I mean he's very distracted by Hamish at the moment.
Could Oberon also? Is it possible for him to flick a few pages back to see if it's like the same or?
The ledgers or the pages underneath the ledger?
Pages underneath the ledger.
Underneath the ledger. Okay, cool. Yeah. So as you do see this. Can I get this? Did you mind?
Oh, I wish I could see. I'm too busy looking out the window talking about sausages. By the way, I want chat if anyone wants to make any art or perhaps even some merch that says a picture of Hamish and just says, "Can I interest you in a song about sausages?" That'd be fantastic.
Okay, so that's what you see.
Make another note of all this.
Yeah.
It's like a copy of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. There's tax fraud going on. From what I can see. Yeah.
Have you said that out loud?
No.
This actually. I'm sorry. What? Get the fuck out of my box.
No, me as a player saying this.
Oh my god. Hey guys, come over here. There's tax fraud going on. Okay. All right.
Okay, so you've taken the notes.
Is there anything else suspicious on the desk?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
But Ron knows nothing though. Ron knows nothing.
Yeah, no.
Are we having someone with a +0?
No, those seems to be the only things of any sort of relevance on the desk.
Okay.
Right. Hamish is going to go to Mr. Aspenseeker and say, can I just check, is he wearing a jacket first of all?
Yes, he seems to be wearing a suit. Like a working suit.
Go, oh, that's a fantastic jacket you got there, Mr. Aspenseeker.
You know, I do think I look pretty good in this.
It's absolutely. You'd look better if you were holding a sausage, but still. if you wouldn't mind, do you mind if I just have a quick look at that jacket? The quality on that looks fantastic.
Sure. And he sort of takes it off. Oh, well, unbuttons it. The couple of buttons are done up, and he sort of shrugs it off, holds it up nicely as you would any sort of very nice jacket. Hands it over to you. Be careful. That was not cheap.
I know. I can see that. I mean, the quality speaks for itself, right? And can Hamish subtly look in the pockets, like pull it up over himself so he can't be seen, and just see if there's anything in his pocket?
Sure. I'm gonna say go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. See if you can do this without without being seen, and then go ahead and make an investigation check to see if you see anything for me, please. Sleight of hand. Okay, so yeah, you sort of bring it up and you go to have a look in the pocket, and as you sort of let go to look through the pocket, the jacket just sort of swings down, and he instantly just looks over, goes, "Oh, please be careful. It's a very nice jacket. Don't want it to get ruined."
I do apologise. That was very clumsy of me.
And he goes to take the jacket off you and puts it back on.
That is fine. And Hamish is starting to get pretty frustrated by the lack of owning up at this point, and he starts to get a bit more.
Like subtly point at the ledger and then do like a thumbs up and see if Hamish can see.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check, Hamish. Perception. See if you can see. See if you can see Oberon subtly making hand gestures at the 8. He's too. You what?
He doesn't perceive.
No, he's too involved in conversation with Doxidor, trying to keep him busy, to notice that you're making hand gestures behind him.
Right, he's getting frustrated, so he's gonna straight up at now.
Oh, can I do one thing before then?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't actually done anything yet, so I'm gonna say while Oberon's doing all of that, what would you like to do?
So I was gonna ask, since I have a 15 passive insight, and
Yeah.
I know the spell charm person, would I have picked up the fact that Hamish cast it on?
I'm gonna say, since you know Charm Person, you tried to do it and you saw the instant sort of change between the two. I'd say you could probably pick up that he has been charmed, and he now views only Hamish, as a friend. So he won't be hostile towards you, Oberon, but only Hamish he really thinks of as a friend.
Okay, and as she can start picking up Hamish's frustration just before she can tell he's about to say anything, she sort of butts in and walks over to the window and is like, I can't remember what the fuck his actual name was. So, what was it?
Jimmy. Yeah. Here, eat the sausage, Jeffrey Dahmer style.
Let's not beat around the bush here. We all know that there's a Elizabeth intel you had on our friend here, Mr. Aspenseeker, about the way he goes around his business. I'm sure there's a question you wanted to ask on whether there's any extra precautionary measures he goes through. If you personally wanted to ask him, and gives a subtle wink and then an aggressive glare.
Okay.
To try and get him to gently ask a question as opposed to get angry.
Right, I will. So Mr. Aspenseeker, your hospitality has been fantastic. I just want to ask. It was just quite concerning because this area here is really, really very nice indeed, especially this building. It reminds me of a certain museum. And, there's on the way through here, there were a few posters on the walls and on some posts and dotted around the place with missing children. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, what do you know about that?
Well, why would you think I knew anything about that?
You seem to have a lot of influence, and seem an honourable man.
Well, of
And,
course,
you
but
seem-
if I knew anything about that, don't you think I would have said something to the families? Oh, the poor families! I can't even start to imagine what they're going through right now.
I know, it's terrible. I mean,
Can Oberon
do you know
see
any?
if he can insight
Sure.
when he says that? I mean, Oberon
Sure.
won't know anything, but
Go ahead and insight for me.
Oberon
plus
kicks
0.
Oberon kicks a seagull.
7. Oberon kicks a seagull.
Yeah. You're not sure. You can't get a read on this guy.
Right. Well, do you know, Mr. Aspenseeker, where there may be some information about that? Because if I was to start doing
No.
trades here,
Unfortunately, there is no information about that. They're gone. We've got our our people looking. But other than that, there is no information, unfortunately. So
you understand though that if I was to start doing business here, that I would need it to be completely clean. That as my granddad used to say to me, there's no dirt in the sausage game. So,
I understand.
right,
I have no information.
that's okay. That's all right. That's a shame that's I don't know whether it's going to be too risky to start something here. Hamish will turn to the others and go, right, unless there's anything else here. I mean, I'll be in touch soon about sausages.
Yes.
Yes, well, let's be off. Just before I go, as you know, I've been on travels. One of my friends, she hails from here. Do you know of her? Her name is Suffolker.
Sorry, I've never heard of the name before in my life.
Fucking
Can I
bullshit.
insight check if he reacts in any way, shape, or form to the name?
Sure. Make an insight check.
Okay. Ooh, 22.
Oh.
He drops to the floor on his knees. It was me.
It was me. I'm sorry. Okay. Go ahead and go in whispers, and I will give you a private whisper.
He just smelled.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yes, can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes.
Whisper, how thrilling.
So when you asked that question, I don't know if I wanna. I'm gonna do something. I'm so sorry, people who are watching. I am going to turn my microphone off for this. You can listen to some really cute music though while we'll do.
Super secret. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I am back. Hi guys. Ooh, my microphone's gone up. Hi. So sorry about that. So we are back.
A lot of time to think. Oh, are you back?
Yes, we are back.
Oh, apologies. So, where do we go from here then? Because I don't
Yeah,
know
with
anything.
that, she'll just sort of smile politely and just be like, well, no bother, But don't tell my father anything about that name, he still doesn't like me mentioning any of my mental times, that's just a quick one between you and I.
Jeez. Right, so, I mean,
Off we go then, gentlemen, let's not waste this far not
Oh.
gone any further.
You're happy to go.
Well, you're not. I mean, it's
Well,
clear
I was
you
just
don't want to
enjoying
trade sausages.
Well, I was just enjoying this fine gentleman's company, but that's fine. No, it's been a pleasure, Mr. Aspenseeker. We'll be heading off. If you fancy a drink at any point, maybe in next week or something we can sort something out. But you'll get in touch with Thomas Gruffalo, and he'll my receptionist, and he'll arrange. Is that okay?
Of course. I will get in touch with him.
I will advise Thomas Gruffalo about that.
Of course. Well, have good days, gentlemen.
Have good days. Have good days to you too.
Ron will kind of like bow in the Quintilian way. This was all very educational.
Quite. And Anurin, it's good to see you again. Try not to disappoint your father. You know how he cares for you so much.
Well, you know me. We'll see how it goes. Take a little wave.
Goodbye now. And please shut the door on the way out. I have some private business to be getting to.
Okay, right, pleasure. On the way out of the door then, just as we shut the door, Hamish turns to Willow and she's like, who the fuck is Anurin?
And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Let us continue.
Who is Anurin? I don't know who this person is.
Don't worry about it. You can find out next week.
What's going on? I'm so confused. I want to be in a whisper.
Well, you could have been if you didn't go on about sausages for half the
Honestly,
session.
I was so ready for us to be like, taxes. Yes, you put on murder people. Wah wah wah. Right.
Hamish was so close. Hamish was so close to just going like, right. So, have you killed any people recently? He's so close to just doing
The
that.
whole time, with fear in my heart.
Yeah. No, you did well. Okay. Yeah. Well done, guys. Very good.
We
Yes.
didn't get kicked out of the town. I feel like
Not yet. There's still
not yet.
There's still plenty of time for that. Let's not forget, Voral's still in bed as soon as he wakes up.
So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. It's getting tense with Doxidor now. And I hope you guys who are watching also enjoyed the shenanigans of this session. Yeah. So, yeah, before we end, don't forget we do have the stickers in Redbubble in case you guys want to go and check those out because they're pretty awesome. Do follow us if you want to know when we go live next, which will be on Thursday for Oberon's Tavern Talks. And if you want to subscribe to help us out a little bit more, you can always do that as well. You can also subscribe through Amazon Prime, which you get to 1 free subscription a month, which is pretty cool. So yes, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you on Thursday for Tavern Talks, and if not, we will hopefully see you next Tuesday for the continuation of Tiburion. I hope you have a safe week and a great week, and we will see you then.
No dirt in the sausage game.
There is no dirt in the sausage game. Goodbye, guys.